Hi, my name is Leah. I am the owner of Franklin and Rose, and welcome to our third location.
Where are we going?
To the gym.
Time to hit the gym.
It's not even 7 a.m. yet.
Where are we going, Leah?
Let's go get some paint. I feel like no one ever realizes how expensive paint is. We have to get 5 gallons of each color, and I'm pretty sure a 5-gallon container of paint is around like $250. So this is likely gonna be a $500 Lowe's trip.
Well, why don't you just stop and smell the flowers?
I might just do that. They're beautiful. We tested out this color, and this one was like a little bit too yellow.
I agree.
So you see they like take the yellow tone out of it. It's so hard to tell. They make so many different shades of white. All right. These are our colors. Yay.
Describe the different sheens or finishes for people.
Okay, so flat, we'll start there. As you see, it has absolutely no sheen to it whatsoever. It's very matte. Eggshell, slightly more sheen, but still pretty matte. And then satin is when we start getting into like that pretty reflective gloss. And then semi-gloss is like as glossy as it really gets. So we're gonna go with satin because we want the lights to reflect on the wall.
Okay, so for the ceiling, we need a large nap. And what I mean by large nap is you want it where it's kind of feathering off here. The reason for that is you want it, if you have texture, for example this, if you use just a flat surface, like a very small nap, like this is more for the stains on a flat surface. These hairs, feathers, whatever you want to refer to them as, they can get inside these holes and fill that texture. We're painting for the ceiling, and the ceiling has a lot of texture.
Here we go. Oh, wait, let's not forget protective glasses. We made the mistake not using these last time, and someone got paint in his eye.
But I'm a trooper, and I ran to the sink like a little girl screaming, and I got it out though. Breakfast.
Breakfast. We gotta eat, otherwise we won't have any energy. I have to eat 3 meals a day, otherwise I feel like I'm dying. I can't function, I have no energy.
Jump out real quick and then throw that paint up so it doesn't come out. So.
Our paint already tipped over. Oh, jeez.
I told you it's heavy.
Gosh.
All right, we're leaving.
Let me in. Okay, their cars are moving. Let me in. Let me in. You a hoe for that one.
You feisty.
Painting is one of our least favorite things to do, and usually we will hire out for it if it's in the budget. However, the lowest quote that we got for painting the interior of this space was $4,000. So Chase and I had to suit up and get the job done. Originally, we suited up in these like Walter White plastic painting suits. However, they were really uncomfortable, made us really hot, and the feet were really slippery, so those only lasted about 5 minutes.
She purred.
We thought that we could get painting done in just a day, and boy were we naive, because the ceiling alone took 3 different coats. So what we thought was just a one-day project ended up being a week-long project, and we are behind on schedule yet again.
What's going on, Leah?
I'm just resting. Just resting.
Do you want me to get on the ladder?
There you go. Can you keep the paint on the ceiling, please? It's not makeup. Keep it on the ceiling.
Why are you over my head? Isn't there any other walls you could be I can't, I have green.
What?
You better work. Our first work week was vastly different. I was in the store for the week painting. Leah, where were you?
I was home. No, that's not fair. I only took 1 day off. And
2?
even that wasn't a day off. And my days off are never really days off. I have work to do, it's just not in the store, it's on the computer. But our week was very productive. We have almost completed the paint. The paint would be totally completed if it hadn't been for Chase fumbling the ball on Friday with our handyman, Jim. Yesterday, Jim, our handyman, was supposed to come mud the last piece of wall that needs to be mudded and take down all of our lights. I decided to take the day off because I thought Chase and his father could handle that. He showed up to do the work, talked the whole time, and then left and accomplished nothing. So we're already behind because the drywall is not completed where it needed to be completed because someone distracted our handyman. What do you have to say for yourself?
Jim and I are friends.
And I'm your wife, okay? And I needed that done. We are just over a week in and we're definitely already facing some obstacles. I have a personal obstacle that I'm trying to overcome. The week before we came up to North Carolina, I had my first ever panic attack. My heart was 160 beats per minute. My arms went numb, my face went numb, like my whole body was tingly, my heart was beating out of my chest. I thought I was having a heart attack. So I ended up in the back of an ambulance for the first time in my life. And ever since I've had that, I've been struggling with some serious anxiety and a little bit of a panic disorder. So I'm trying to work through that mentally and emotionally without medication while also tackling a very large project. So it's definitely adding just another layer of difficulty to the entire project.
But regarding this project, some hurdles I've had to overcome was just staying on task. I like to talk to Jim. Jim is funny.
What needs a fixing?
Hold your horses.
I'll see if I can get that blade.
Hold your horses. I don't know what horses you got, but hold them.
Giddy up, giddy up.
Yeah, you're gonna get me into trouble is what you're gonna get me into.
And I have a problem staying on task if I get bored.
He likes to also play pranks and jokes on people. If I recall correctly, your mother was locked in the vault a couple days ago.
Well, why can't you stay in here with me?
I'm claustrophobic.
Me too!
Yeah, I don't know how to work this, but I'm pretty certain you can unlock it from the inside.
Leah, who's gonna take care of the baby?
Yeah.
Leah! I don't see anything move. Oh, Chase, turn that light on. You're in trouble if you do it again, I promise you. Oh my God, turn the light on. Hurry up.
Hurry up, Chase.
Oh wait, hold on.
I'm gonna try to figure out how to open it if you don't hurry up.
Yes, I locked my mom in the safe vault.
When we were supposed to be productive,
And painting.
we played with the vaults instead and played a prank on his mom. So we have already moved on to the next step, which was getting the general idea of where we want our cash wrap counter to go and got those cabinets put in that that general space. So next step, we are about to go shop for countertops. And it's a little bit of a dilemma for me because I'm not sure yet if I want to go the stone route or if I want to go like the beautiful live edge route. So that'll be interesting. I think I'm gonna go get quotes for both and then see what we want to do from there. So he is going to see if he could find wood slabs large enough to do our countertop project. And then he's gonna give us a call in a few days, so fingers crossed. This is an example of a live edge wood countertop, and this is kind of what I would love to have in this space. So we're gonna compare the price and the production time between something like this and stone. So we're gonna head from here to a granite and marble place to get a quote and an estimate as well.
Lucky for me, she has champagne taste. So it doesn't matter if it's stone or wood, it's gonna be expensive.
It's whatever looks best. Get your credit card ready.
It's already burning a hole in my pants. But Jim is actively finishing the floor now. He had to flatten it, he had to grind the concrete down.
There was a little high spot when we first noticed that the flooring, it was a trip hazard. Sometimes when people come across, when they're putting flooring down, they need to have a shim underneath the flooring to adjust the height to keep it flush. And in that, some of the people, they think whatever they have on site is better than going to proper items to use, like foam or some type of underlayment that's more of a aluminum foil type or a padding of some sort. These folks went ahead and used what they had already bought. It would come with their flooring. It's the cardboard. And cardboard and concrete do not mix.
It's a sponge. It's a natural sponge. That cardboard was.
Okay, so I'm having to take a break from the projects that we've got going on because in addition to opening storefronts and running my brand, I also work with companies over on TikTok. Every now and then we'll have a brand deal that I have to shoot, and I have one coming up this month. So I'm on the way to Camp Coffee, which is an adorable little coffee shop down the road with delicious coffee, to have a meeting with this brand and just kind of talk about what we want to do with the videos that we're working together on. We have 3 this month that I have to knock out. So sometime between designing and ordering inventory and renovating the store, I have to also figure out a time to record brand deals, edit brand deals, and get those posted. So let's go get a coffee, have this meeting, and then I'll get right back to work. If you think of any other features that I did not mention, especially for video 1 that you want called out, you can just send me those in an email. And then tonight or tomorrow, whenever we're done with the store, I'll sit down and I'll type out the script as well as a shot list and send that your way so we can get that approved.
Okay, that sounds perfect.
Sweet. Sounds good. Anything else?
Do you have anything?
I don't. Nope. I feel good. I feel like we're all on the same page, so. All right, that is done, so let's head back to the store. To get this space ready, especially on the time crunch that we have, it's gonna take all hands on deck. It's gonna take no days off. It's gonna take me doing what I do best, which is designing, and Chase doing what he does best, which is executing the designs. It's also gonna take Chase's parents, Kelly and Sean. They are here in North Carolina with us to care for Callahan while we are here every day, working hard, working away. Yeah, it's gonna take everybody. All hands on deck.
It's a very large support system that we need to make this place run.
It takes a village.
Literally.
Literally. And it takes Jim. It takes Jim, our handyman. Every time we have a project like this with Jim, I always think that, oh, he just needs to come do 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3 turns into 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. So he's signed up for a lot on this project, but he's doing great. I have wanted to get into YouTube for a long time. I love being able to show the behind the scenes of my life as a business owner and business expansion, because when I wanted to start this business, this is the kind of content that I wanted to see, but I couldn't find it anywhere. So I have been able to do that over on TikTok to some degree, but there's only so much that you can do with short-term video content. So YouTube is a really great way for people that want to maybe be inspired to start their own business or be inspired to grow their own business. They can come and see our journey and see that maybe we're going through the same struggles that they're going through, or maybe that it's easier than they expected it to be, or maybe we can even answer questions for them of how to get started or what our business strategy is, things like that. So the goal with this series is really just to educate and inspire people that were in my shoes 5 years ago. I'm putting out the content that I would have wanted to see when I was just getting started 5 years ago.
My role here is to maybe inspire those husbands that are the audience members for you. Is it's okay to support your wife. You should support your wife in their business venture and see where it goes. If I was not here and taking on the roles that she has luckily provided me, we wouldn't have been able to grow as fast as we are and be where we are today and support our family. It's just been a tremendous journey and I love it.
I'm glad you love it, and you've been a lot of help. No, it's true. I wouldn't have been able to grow the way that I have if it hadn't been for Chase taking on so much responsibility that was just bogging me down creatively. So we make a good team. As you can see, we have a lot going on here.
So we're gonna get back to work.
But thanks for tuning into week 2.
We'll see you next week.
Bye.
Turn the light on! Okay. Oh my God.